Good morning, my dear students. I am Dr. Lieutenant Kalyana Chakravarti, Senior Lecturer in English. Today we shall discuss a very important and interesting topic which can change the dimension of your life, which can be a very useful thing throughout your life to achieve success. Are you not interested and excited to know? Shall we then start? Okay. Let's start with a story. Story is such an interesting thing for everyone. Whoever, let it be a child or an aged person, gets interested in a story. Okay. Once upon a time, there was a businessman who worked hard for many years to lead a luxurious life in future. After earning a lot of money, he thought of taking rest from his work to lead a comfortable life. Then suddenly an angel of death came to him to take his soul from his body. Shocked to see the angel of death, then he offered a lot of money to the angel of death and requested her to come after some time. The angel did not accept. He requested to take all his property and give him at least 1 hour time so that they could admire the beauty of the earth for the last time and also spend a little time with his kith and kin. Do you think the angel of death accepts that bribe? Yes, you are right. No. The angel refused his proposal again. But finally, he pleaded the angel to give him at least 1 minute so that he could write a goodbye note. The angel accepted and he wrote a note, a goodbye note. What does it read? It reads like this: time is very precious. It is more precious than money. It is very limited. Make the best use of it. Okay. What is the moral of the story? Money can never buy time. Time is more precious than money. Do you agree or disagree? Now, what could be the topic of the day with the story that you understand? Yes, you have rightly guessed, it is related to time only. What could be the actual topic of it? Time management. Yes, time management. It's a misnomer. There is no such a thing called time management. Can we manage time? No. We have to just follow time and make use of the best use of the time available source. I have a beautiful quotation for you which speaks about the importance of time, especially the present time. Yesterday is a dishonored check, tomorrow is a promissory note, whereas today is like ready cash. You can use it for better results. For example, if you go to a hotel with a dishonored check of 10 lakhs, which cannot be cashed today, having an expiry date yesterday itself, and give that check, which is a dishonored one, and ask him to provide you a cup of tea, do you think he would give you? No. You have a promissory note of 1 crore rupees, which can be encashed only after 20 years. Do you think with that promissory note, this fellow would give you a cup of tea? No. A 10 lakhs dishonored check or 1 crore promissory note cannot earn you a cup of coffee. But if you spend your cash 10 rupees, he would happily give you a cup of tea. So that valuable is today. It's like ready cash. So make use of today and my session and listen to it carefully and understand the importance of time. I'll tell you one more quotation. Time and tide waits for none. Time and tide waits for none. Have you heard of that quotation? Okay. What does it mean? It means it never waits for you. Time never waits for you. You have to make use of your time properly. That's all. Even if you use or waste it, it gets spent. That's all. You cannot save. Now it's your time to say one quotation each on importance of time. Take your notebook, pen out, and write one quotation on importance of time. Will you? Okay. Now we'll move to another interesting activity. Students are very much interested to listen to stories and do activities. Shall we do that activity? Are you excited to participate in activity? Yes. Okay. Have you ever bought any lottery ticket? If yes, did you win the lottery? Did everyone win? No, we don't generally. Everyone can win a lottery. Out of 1,000 times, there is a possibility of 1%. Recollect the instance where you won a lottery. I don't think you have such one or two. Okay. Now you are all going to win a lottery. You bought a ticket. Assume that you bought a ticket, and now you are going to win a lottery. What is the cash prize? 1 lakh rupees straight away. That's interesting. No? I can see smiles on your faces. The minute you understand that you won 1 lakh rupees, are you not excited? Okay, after deducting all the taxes, you get an amount of 86,400 rupees. Are you not happy? You're all excited, no? Now, all that you have to do is to spend that 86,400 rupees today only. That money cannot be brought forward for next day. That is the only condition the lottery organizers put. And next thing is that you cannot transfer it to someone, you cannot donate, you cannot do any other business activity with it, like buying shares, gold, property. No. All that you have to spend on things of your choice. Who are you going to spend? You write down point 1 on what, how much money. Point 2 on what, how much money. It should have a grand total of 86,400 only. It cannot exceed. If you cannot spend, the money gets wasted. Okay. Take your time to think of it, how you spend it. Is it not an exciting activity? Yes. Winning a lottery is exciting. Spending it a little difficult, but that too spending today only a more difficult activity, but you have to do it. Fine. Now I understand that you all spent your money. Check it once whether you spent it wisely. I hope some of you wrote cell phone, television, buying cell phones, televisions, bikes, books, going on picnic, tour, shopping mall and spend it. Buying some objects for your mother, father. Good. Now, it does not anyway make you so much excited because you are not originally given cash. You are asked to assume that you won. But every day, if you see, we are given 86,400, if not rupees, but seconds. If you can calculate, the number of seconds that we have in a day is 86,400. That is the reason we gave you that amount only in lottery. We are getting, if not money, but same amount of, same number of seconds a day. Now I already told you time is more valuable than money. So it means you got more than money. How to get benefit out of this 86,400 seconds? Is it equal to only 86,400 rupees only? No. You can make more than that. It is more valuable than that money. So you should know how to make use of your time available to you. Let it be Prime Minister of India or a general common man. Each one is given the same amount of time in a day. Do you think the Chief Minister of Telangana would have more time? That is more than 24 hours a day. He is like, in this category, he is equal to common man of Telangana. Both of them get same seconds, same time. But one does lot of work, the other does not. It depends on how you manage your time. If you can manage your time systematically, you can win laurels for yourself. Okay. Now, we'll move to how to overcome the time wasting activities. Are we all good users of time or wasters of time? How do you categorize yourself? Are you a good user of a time or waster? I don't think we all are good users of time. If there is anything that we are experts in, it is not time management, rather it is time management, I think. If you just ponder over and identify your own time wasters, they become plentiful, I suppose. Can you write down your own time wasters? How you waste your time? Name one: television, then cell phone, playing online games, social media, Facebook, etc. Chit chatting with friends, roaming in the streets, watching meaningless channels in TV. Likewise, we waste our time. Playing games, okay, it's a point to understand, no? Playing games is waste of time or proper utilization of time. If you play for some time, it's doubtlessly useful. But out of 24 hours, if you play more than 15 hours, 10 hours, it's time, especially in this age of student life. Watching TV, is it a waste of time? We can consider this activity as a very productive activity at the same time. Time waste also. If you use it wisely and watch important programs, it is utility of time. Whereas spend meaningless time on watching all the nonsense, irrelevant things, doubtlessly waste of time. Likewise, you write your time wasters and then how to overcome. You know, you are a very good judge of your own management of time. How you waste it, how it should have been actually used. You write, and are you going to improve your ability to spend time wisely? That's $1,000 question. You should do it. You should try for it in order to achieve success. Now we'll move to one important thing: learn how to manage time. Time management. How to manage time. Benefits of time management: you can be efficient, you can be successful, you can remain healthy also. Obstacles to effective time management: unclear objectives is one of the obstacles. Disorganization, inability to say no. Obstacles to effective time management include too many things at once, stress, fatigue. If you are stressed, you cannot manage time. All work, no play makes Jack dull. Likewise, if you continuously do only work without any fun, frolic, and entertainment, it does not make it wise. Recognize that obstacles exist, identify them, employ strategies to overcome. Set goals. You need to set goals. If you set goals, you can achieve greater things. Like you are smart boy or smart girl, your goal should also be smart. Smart in the sense, it should be specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, time based. See all the first letters of 5 points that I mentioned there: SMART. Smart. Your goal should be smart. If they are smart, you can achieve greater things. Prioritize. You need to know how to prioritize your things. Then prioritize. address the urgent, then accomplish what you can early, attach deadlines to things you delay, organize. You need to be a good organizer. Learn when to say no. You can't do everything. Don't undertake things that you cannot complete. Remain consistent to your goals. Use waiting time. Especially, most of the people complain that they don't have time. They have time, but they don't properly utilize it. You should know how to properly utilize during waiting period. For example, you are at a railway station waiting for a train or journey. You are commuting by train or waiting at the doctor's office or such places. You can make use of your waiting time or unutilized time in a proper manner to get more or effective result. Use waiting time to have correspondence, write letters, memos, read books, listen to music, something like that. Concentrate on the task at hand. Focus on your goal. Tune out interruptions. Consider your personal prime time. People have different prime times. Some are very active during morning hours, some in the evening, some in the late night. You identify yourself, which is your prime time, and allocate important works in that period. Celebrate your success. By doing so, I think you can improve your time management skills. Now, let's see identify the important points related to time. What kind of time is time? One is valuable. It is very valuable, doubtlessly. Second, it is limited. Time is limited. It is non-returnable. Can you get back the time that already spent? An arrow released, a word spoken, and time spent can never be returned. So you need to be very careful and choiceful about how to make use of your time. It's limited, very valuable, so you cannot waste. You should not waste. It should be properly utilized. Of all the investments that a man can make in order to make his career or do things, it is not money, it is not gold, it is not land which he can invest in with. It is time. If he invests time, he gets good results, good dividends, best benefit. Time is equal to everyone. Time is never partial to anyone. 24 hours a day, even for a common man or even for the chief minister, CM. Both are CMs, common man and chief minister. This way they are similar, equal. Cautious about time wasters. Most of us do not know that we are wasting our time. We are engaged in time wasters. You have to identify that they are time wasters. Then planning is very much required to get optimum, maximum result. Now, good time managers generally have following advantages. I'll tell you what are the advantages of a good time manager. They are more productive. They have more energy for things they need to do. Feel less stressed. They feel less stressed. They're able to do the things they want, get more things done, relate more positively to others, and feel better about themselves. These are the points mentioned by none other than Dodd and Sandham in their book on time management. So, don't you really want to have those advantages in your life that you feel less stressed, more productive. Very good. Then how that we can have all those uh, advantages? Let's try to master some strategies in order to achieve highest results. What are the effective time management strategies? Point one, planning. You need to be very planned in order to achieve highest results. If you fail to plan, it means you are planning to fail. Instead of planning to fail, you plan and get success. Monitor the progress at regular intervals. Organizing. It is the ability to organize one's task according to priorities. If you are a good organizer, undoubtedly you are a successful person. Multitasking. Only those who can do multitasking alone are advised to go for multitasking. If you are not in a good position to concentrate on two things simultaneously, then don't go for multitasking. Prioritizing. You should know how to prioritize your things. Which is to be done first, which is to be done last, which can be avoided. If you can prioritize, you can get better results. Taking pauses, breaking at the regular intervals in order to get effective result. If you continuously work on a given thing without taking any rest, your body will not support and you will not get good results. Instead, take breaks off and on. It will definitely give you better results. If you want better results, take breaks, intermittent breaks. Do a time log, in the sense, note down how you make use of your time. Entry in a book, observe it, monitor regularly to identify your failures, time wasters, and other things. That will definitely help you in learning better things about yourself. You can set you can get better results by observing your time spent, analyzing it, where you are going wrong, where you are right. If you observe all those things, you get better results. Avoid distractions, interruptions to your work. Many things distract you. Don't get distracted by that. Concentrate, focus, you will get better results. Avoid procrastination. Students are very good procrastinators. The thing that they are supposed to do today, they postpone it for tomorrow. That way they lose their valuable results. Instead, do it at once, immediately, now. Better time to do any given thing is not tomorrow, day after, but today, now, right now. Create good habits. Those habits undoubtedly will help you, make you reach highest altitudes of life. Now, we will speak about important point, that is time quadrant. I would like to introduce a very important thing to you, that is time quadrant. What is time quadrant? See, here is a chart having 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4. We speak about important, not important, urgent, not urgent. With this, we get 4 categories. One is important and urgent, important and not urgent, not important but urgent, and fourth is not important, not urgent. What do these things stand for? Of all the works that we have, not all the works are urgent, not all the works are important. Some works are urgent, some are very urgent and important, some are urgent but not important. Like, for example, you have 10 works to do in a day. One is attending your friend's birthday party, going to play in the football ground for 1 hour, watching TV for entertainment for some time, taking your mother to hospital because she has acute pain. You have to pay the examination fee because today is the last date. You have to drop your sister at her friend's house because she has some work with her friend. Likewise, you have got 10 activities. Which do you think? Very important one? Yes, taking your mother to hospital. At the same time, paying the examination fee today. Otherwise, both the things will lead you to face different problems. Which is the unimportant work? Watching television for entertainment, for example. So you have to prioritize. I don't mean to say that you have to avoid it, but which one you are supposed to do it first? You have to select and do accordingly. If you do not do the important and urgent work and attend unimportant and not urgent work, then your success rate will fall down. So you should learn how to select which one is to be done. Now we'll move to 10 strategies for better time management. I am going to tell you 10 important strategies you can note down. Point 1. Know how you spend your time. This is very essential. You have to strictly, carefully write down all the things that you do in a day and analyze it periodically to check whether you are properly utilizing your time or not. If you are not utilizing it, then revise, improve. Then second is set priorities. Like I already told you, if you set priorities, which is to be done first, which is to be done last, you should know. But if instead of doing the important and urgent work, if you do unimportant and non-urgent work, then you are at a mess. You are expected to organize that way by prioritizing. Third is use a planning tool. People have different planning tools ranging from pocket diaries, electronic planners, calendars, computer programs, wall charts, index cards, notebooks, organizers, or personal digital assistants, reminders. You can choose one or many out of it and organize your plan your schedules. Then get organized. Most people find that disorganization results in poor time management. Implement a system which allows you to organize things. Don't go for duplication of work, repetition of things. Do things once for all in such a way that you need not do it repeatedly. Organize things systematically, schedule your time appropriately, be punctual, be wise in making use of time, never try to escape from work. Delegate, in the sense, if there are 10 works which are to be done, you delegate it to your friends or others, take their help. It's not that you have to do all the work. I'll give you an example to understand it better. You are the organizer for your farewell party to your seniors. Now, as an organizer, what is your responsibility? Should you do all the works related to farewell party, like inviting teachers, your seniors, arranging stage, buying gifts, buying snacks, preparing program, cultural activities? Do you think you alone can do all those things in a given short span? No. Instead, delegate the activities to different number of people. For example, you identify two people who are good at shopping. Send them to buy snacks, cool drinks, gifts, mementos, like that. And identify two or three people who can decorate stage very well. Identify two or three people are likewise who can invite guests in a very proper manner. Likewise, you delegate all the powers and organize systematically. Look after the works, monitor it to get better results. Then stop procrastinating. I have already told you procrastinating is postponing. Don't postpone your work. Do it today. Kal kare so aaj kar, aaj kare so ab. There is no shape for tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. If you postpone it today, nobody knows when it can be done. A thing to be done today, do it today only. Manage external time wasters. There are so many time wasters in around us, like telephone. You have to attend the examination, your telephone rings. You can avoid it. Unexpected visitors. You are in an important task and visitors come. Should you ignore them? No, you need to attend them, but not solely. You involve your family members and others also to attend those visitors. Likewise, avoid multitasking. I already briefed you. Not everyone can do all the multitasking simultaneously. So, those who can do it, they alone are advised to go for it. Otherwise, don't multitask. Concentrate one work to get good results. And last point is stay healthy. If you are healthy, you can save a lot of time. Those ill health people, they spend lot of time in taking rest or getting treated, cured, or hospitalized. Instead, if you are healthy, all the time that you have is yours only. You need not go to doctors. You need not spend time on any other thing except on your work. So be healthy. If you are healthy, you can definitely become the successful person. If you follow these and other things, because you are the real judge of how to spend your time, you can achieve greater altitudes, you can reach great places. Now I'll tell you some quotations on time management. Let's use this time also in a proper way to understand the importance of time. Quotations on time in a short time. I've already given you one quotation: time and tide waits for none, time is money. There is a wonderful quotation given by Steve Jobs. If today were the last day of your life, would you want to do what you are about to do today? If think for a while that you are going to die tomorrow in the morning itself, will you do these things that you are doing it today? No. You plan it such a way that you get best results out of those 24 hours. Think that every day is like that. Lost time never found again. Once time is lost, can you get back? No. Time is not measured by the passing of years, but by what one does, what one feels, and what one achieves. One more quotation: the way we spend our time defines who we are. If you are an achiever, you spend like an achiever only. The rich invest in time, the poor invest in money. Do you want to invest in money or in time? Those who invest their everything in time, they get better results than those who invest only money. 9/10 of wisdom consists in being wise in time. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. Do you know who said this? Charles Darwin, such a great man. Time is the greatest equalizer. Everyone has 24 hours per day. Time serves the wise, rules the fools. Do you want to serve or get ruled by time? You decide. If you want to rule time, then use time. That's the only shortcut method. Time has wings, it flies off. One day is worth two tomorrows, like one bird in hand is worth two on the bush. So today is more important than tomorrow. Don't wait for tomorrow to come. Make use of today and you can shape your tomorrow automatically. Tomorrow is the only day in the year that appeals to a lazy man. Do you want to turn out to be a lazy man? It's up to you. Now, I understand that time is very valuable. Only those who make use of time alone win. And I understand that you used this time only to learn how to make use of your time wisely. I hope you all understand this and become good time users of life. Thank you very much for listening to this lecture.